Show of hands, ready? How many people used in the last month? Last week? Today? Today.
Students Rana Hashemi, Aisha Salimi, Cameron Battersby, and Alejandro Rodriguez are all regular users of marijuana, all 25 and younger. I met them inside a legal San Francisco pot dispensary and smoking lounge to talk about their cannabis use.
When did you all start smoking?
I was about 22, 23 years old.
When I was around 19 or 20.
Around 13. Kind of my friends were doing it.
I was 15. I used out of curiosity.
They're some of the 9 million young people between the ages of 12 and 25 who reported using marijuana in the past month. By January, consuming weed recreationally over the age of 21 will be legal in 11 states and Washington, D.C., and more states are considering it. But some medical studies link frequent marijuana use among young people to deficits in attention, memory, and IQ, even a greater risk of psychosis. Health officials are on high alert because the young brain is still developing until the age of 25.
My message is simple. No young person should be using marijuana.
Period. Full stop.
Vice Admiral Jerome Adams is the U.S. Surgeon General. He took the rare step in August of issuing an advisory, the third of its kind in 13 years.
It's become normalized, it's become accepted, and people think it's less dangerous. But unfortunately, it's more dangerous than ever. This is not your mother's marijuana.
Meaning that it is more potent.
It's more potent, but it's also in chocolates and gummy bears and oils, these new forms that can deliver an even higher concentration, and you have more danger.
If there are health risks, why use it all?
Because there's a benefit. At a lower dose, I don't get the psychosis, I don't get the memory impairment. I feel the euphoria. I feel the ability to connect to myself on a deeper level.
It calms me down. It kind of feels like a hug.
If we're talking about risks, we need to have conversations about, well, why even drive a car? Why even jump out of an airplane and parachute? Why even cross the street? Because there's a risk to that.
Alejandro, you're using every day. Are you concerned that your IQ could drop, that your cognitive abilities could drop?
So I'm not concerned because when I started consuming daily, it happened during the course of law school. It's made me more creative. It's allowed me to see my field, at least, from a completely different perspective.
Does it scare you at all that maybe, having started as a teenager, you did any damage?
No, it doesn't really scare me or worry me. Use is not abuse. A lot of it is knowing how your body reacts to it and how much you should take.
They point out that the medical research is mixed. 2 recent studies found little evidence to suggest that adolescent marijuana use has a direct effect on intellectual decline.
At what age do you think it should be legal?
18.
21.
18.
Once someone's 18, they're an adult. They should have the autonomy to do what they want with their own bodies.
The group says honest conversations and education are key.
As long as there's legal consequences for people under the age of 25 or 21, we're missing the whole point. We're not having conversations about the potential benefits and the risks, which prepare people to make their own decisions.